So anyway, the danger of that was unbelievable. Now, you brought up something with the paper.
She has questions she wants to ask you.
Okay.
I think she answered almost about all of them.
Well, just answer.
I just have like 2 more left to ask her. She answered almost all of them.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, did you meet Hitler on the streets? She shaked
No.
Hitler's hand.
No.
You shook his hand.
You shook his hand at the hospital, but you didn't meet him on the streets.
I did not shake his hands. Okay, I'll show you. Give me your,
Okay,
put your
Mom.
hands out. I'm shaking your hand, okay?
He shaked your hand.
I was standing in the line, and he put his hand up because neither one of us did. He had to shake our hand. Since he likes to shake hands, he didn't think anything about it.
Okay. So can I ask you like a couple more questions? Sure. Okay, so the first question I want to ask you is, what experience did you have with Nazis?
With what?
With Nazis.
Well, I didn't have any experience except that you have to be very careful what you're saying. And I was always very careful. Now, I lived in the city, so there were a lot of houses, one next to the others, apartment houses. But across the street from where we lived was a Nazi headquarters. A Hitler, I don't like the name Nazi, a Hitler headquarters. So we had to be very careful what we were saying, where we were going. Now, there was a grocery store across the street, and they always created I'm Hitler when you walked in. My father always said he couldn't talk. I said when I went there, I said the same thing. Hello, how are you? But there were a lot in back of us was somebody who was a big Hitler member. And he gave, we were never safe.
Okay.
Except we had some.
You only have a few minutes between each question.
Okay.
Okay, so did you ever have to see videos or pictures of Jews in concentration camps?
In the concentration camp? No.
Okay.
No, because I knew a lot of Hitler, of Jews. They were my father's clients. But he never ever gave up on them. As a matter of fact, he always helped somebody to get out of the country.
Okay.
But I think the question is, did you know about the concentration camps and what was in them? And
All right. Did I know about the concentration camp? Did we know? Well, you realize I'm only a child.
Yeah.
Not in the beginning.
Okay.
And then I can go on how I find
Right,
out.
okay.
Okay?
Okay. I just have one more question to ask you. What was your opinion on the mistreatment of Jews when you were in school?
Well, I was still in second grade in school. And one day I asked my teacher, where is, I forgot, Ingrid, Lise, whatever her name. Oh, she isn't here anymore. They moved. Then 2 days later, one more of my friends wasn't there anymore because she was Jewish. The same thing, oh, they moved. How I found out, one of my father's clients came and I opened the door for him. And he said, "You're not supposed to talk to me." I said, "Why?" "Well, didn't you know anything about the band I'm wearing about my arm?" I said, no. But you're in danger, and your father, everybody's in danger if they're talking. I said, why don't you just tell me what's going on? He said, I'm true. And I just wanted to say goodbye. I said, what for? Then he explained what's happening. And it was unbelievable. Now, well, I can go into on and on and on.
But it wasn't just.
Well, I know I better do that.
Okay, but it wasn't just the Jewish people that were.
Hmm?
It wasn't just Jewish people that were prosecuted. You remember telling me about the nuns who did all that beautiful crochet work for your dad?
Well,
Yeah.
that's not the question.
That with the nuns has nothing to do.
Okay,
with
go ahead.
It's about the Jews.
Well,
All
the
right.
nuns, yes.
So did you know anyone and you answered it? What's another question?
That's all.
Protection.
Keep going all the
Very
questions.
important. We had protection. Meaning, now we're talking about the Jewish people. No, we never ever gave up on our friends. So, even if they were the whatchamacallit,
The
Band.
well, that's true, okay? You do. My father, as a matter of fact, I met when your mother was born. I have a very unusual German maiden name. And a doctor, a female doctor,
This is a cool
ran
story.
in the room and said, Rappenegger. I said, yeah. Heidelberg? Yeah. She, out of a sudden, tears came in her eyes. And he said, do you remember? And she said her maiden name, it's my father's name, my family's name. I said, yeah. He said, I have to hug you. Your father got us out of the country to save. And we found out that we weren't the only one that he helped get out of the country. And I mean, it was the most touching.
New York City, giving birth to me, she finds this woman coming over to her and saying that.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
It was came from a Jewish family, and was one of the group, one of the family that my father got out of the country.
I can't believe he did that. That is amazing.
They went to England. England didn't like the Jews either, so she came to the United States.
And
So-
he kept that secret for
Well, you
so
couldn't
many
you
years.
couldn't advertise the fact that you were saving Jewish people. You had to be a quiet dissident. Wouldn't you say that would be the right word? A quiet dissident, not being too vocal, but not being too vocal, but yet under the radar working like Opa did.
Right, you wouldn't, I mean, when your age, okay? A little younger, that must be your age, all of a sudden you're told, whatever has been said in this room, you don't repeat, you never mention anything, you never say anything about what we're talking about. And I said, well, Papa, I know I can't talk about your clients. He said, yes, that's true. But you cannot talk about what I say about Hitler.
The question I have is, because Heidelberg was a protected city, did you have any food shortages or gas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They did the protection. They couldn't bomb Heidelberg.
Right.
Okay? They did. And strange enough, I met the bombardier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in 1 in a million that you meet something like that. I said, yeah. Heidelberg was the protected open city, and nobody was, and somebody was stupid enough to bomb us anyway. He said, she met the stupid guy.
She had met the man. The only time Heidelberg was bombed was with one of the guys. But the reason I mention this is it's important to understand that not every city was bombed to smithereens, but yet food was very hard to get. Times were tough.
Yeah,
It was difficult to live.
very difficult.
Okay, thank you.
Especially We thought, oh, well, the war is over now, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
It was getting worse.